All right, everybody. Well, welcome to tonight's Team Heart Synergy opportunity and product information call. And we are so glad that you've joined us on this call tonight. Marilee and I are going to be your hosts. My name is Becki Taylor, and I am surrounded by my 6 out of 10 little Ys. And this is my tribe of, I call them G-Littles. Anybody that knows me on Facebook know they say Glittles, G-Littles, my grandbabies. So they're all, 2 of them at 4 months, all the way up to 8 months, 8 years old. And I am just enchanted with being able to spend time with them. And I babysat all 6 of them at once just last week. So this is a very fresh picture. And I can do that because of the life that I'm blessed to live. I was introduced to what I'm introducing to you just about 22 months ago now, and I'm actually a full-time real estate professional. So this is something that I have been able to do to fit into the spaces of my busy real estate career, because for one, when I took a look at the science, something inside of me absolutely leapt out, and I said, if this is real, this is something that I need to be a part of. And I jumped in with both feet. My story is at the beginning, I didn't even have a story. I saw the science, the product, the company, the culture, all of which we're going to be sharing with you tonight. And I said, I need to jump in. And then I tried the products. And what happened after that was absolutely life-changing for me. I went from a 5-year addiction to Ambien, a sleep medication, because of severe sleep deprivation, to 9 days later being completely drug-free and sleeping like a baby, to almost complete adrenal failure. 4 months into this life-changing product, was into a state of energy. And my homeopath, I went back to her. She said, what have you done? Your adrenals are functioning at a 9 instead of a 2. She said, she literally said these words, your genes have shifted. Her DNA, she used the word DNA. Your DNA has shifted. And she knew something very big had happened. And I went on to share with her. She went on to join as well. And on it has gone, and I have not looked back since. So tonight's overview, we're going to be sharing with you 3 stories. We're going to be sharing with you about the company, the product, and even the income story, if that's something that interests you. And as a professional, I'll tell you, from one professional to the next, this may just very well interest you as well. What is your biological age? Let's go there. We all have these Facebook stories and those Facebook little tests, and they look at our picture and try to guess how old we are. But how old do you really feel? You might be 25, 35, and you know what it's like to feel like you're 70 or 80 because you just are not feeling well at all. Well, this is about biological age and turning back the clock of your biological age, not your genetic. I'm going to be 55 on Saturday, and I can tell you that guaranteed with science, I am not 55 in my inside. So what are most people doing these days to stay healthy? Well, 68% of Americans today take supplements, vitamins, herbs, or oils. And what is the benefit that we're all hoping to receive from them? Feel better? Yes. More energy? Yes. Less pain? Yes. Well, let's get real. The reason that people are doing this now is because they want to live longer and feel better doing it. So this is what we're going to talk about. Let's talk about the new science. Not supplementation, but activation. So LifeVantage, the company, I'm trusting that every one of you here has at least seen the ABCYellowPill.com, which is the ABC Primetime Investigative Report that was aired in 2005. And if you have not seen it, be sure and ask the person that sent you, or as soon as we get through with this call, type in ABCYellowPill.com and be sure and watch it. It's going to tell the story of Dr. Joe McCord with 40 years of his life's work that he put in to this. He was awarded the prestigious Elliott Crescent Medal for his discovery of the Nrf2 pathway and SOD dismutates. And we know that it was such a big discovery that he was awarded the Elliott Crescent. And this award went to other absolute distinguished inventors and scientists that made such discoveries that it would change life as we know it today. Henry Ford, does that sound familiar? Wright brothers, Marie Curie, Alexander Graham Bell, hello, This is Dr. Joe McCord won that same award for his discovery of the SOD dismutate, which is the Nrf2 pathway, which in fact is that which it was such a big that they actually named a measurement after Dr. McCord, the McCord unit. So this is pretty big. So his break aired in 2005 when they did a study of this Nrf2 activator Protandim, and it spawned university and prestigious medical centers to begin self-funded research on our little yellow pill that would still be carrying on to today. So here's a little of the history, a little additional history. From 2005 to 2009, LifeVantage was a small biotech company just selling primarily through retail at GNCs and at Rite Aids, health food stores, and they just were not getting their inventory off the shelf. You can see they were just a little $9 million a year company. Well, they entered the direct selling industry in 2009 at some advice to some advisor. It says, take it off the shelves and put it into the hands of people. Since then, LifeVantage has grown to $200 million company plus and growing very fast. And it is the 67th largest direct selling company. And we are a part of the DSA, Direct Selling Association, and there are thousands of direct selling companies. So for us to be even in the top 75 is so wonderful. Now, what this is about, LifeVantage is leading the way with what we call and what they call nutrigenomics. Get used to that word. You're going to be hearing it more as time goes on. Nutrigenomics is a scientific study of how nutrition and naturally occurring plant compounds affect gene behavior and attack the root causes of aging, and to positively affect gene behavior in regard to the treatment and prevention of disease. You're going to hear a lot of words, prevention, tonight. We are talking about biohacking the aging process. Now let's look at LifeVantage's nutrigenomic. From the 1900s to the 2000s, we knew old school technology, and it was about supplementation. Let's go to the store and get our vitamin C's, vitamin E's, vitamin A's, vitamins this and vitamins that, and vitamins everything. It was all about the best vitamins that you could take. And now we are going into beyond this place. It is the 2000s into the new school technology. We are now discovering that we can activate the body's natural defense and repair mechanisms. It's biohacking the body back to your younger days. Now look at this preventable health concern chart right here. These are the top 5 preventable. Cardiovascular disease, 45% of our nation is suffering with that preventable disease. Cancer, 36% of our population. Metabolic diseases, neurodegenerative and respiratory diseases make up the rest. Now to think, these are all preventable diseases. How are we going to go about in our society doing that? Well, we believe we have the answer to that. The power of prevention starts early, and that's what this chart is going to show us. The power of prevention comes, as you can see, first of all, as we're aging, usually we get into that late 60s, and guess what starts coming in? Drugs. What are we talking about? Heart medications, cholesterol medications, and we're trying to, let's see if we can buy a little time by taking these drugs to keep our blood pressure low, diabetes medications. But if you can look and start preventing these things earlier in life, look what could happen. That we literally, scientifically, genetically can increase our life quality and our lifespan and decrease the drug treatment involved. So what is oxidative stress? Let's talk about it very briefly. Just why I'm reading through this, look at the screen and look at an apple. Every one of you have left an apple, found an old rotten apple core under your bed. Well, that's the same thing that's happening inside of our body as our body is decaying. And look at your cell going from a healthy, normal cell to a very disintegrated. It's rusting of the body from the inside out. It's a natural process of burning food is fuel, creates energy and waste products, which are free radicals. Many of you may have heard that terminology, free radicals. Maybe oxidative stress is new to you. It's the same as free radicals. Free radicals damage cells. That's the story. Hundreds of age-related diseases are linked to oxidative stress, and that's found in pubmed.gov. You can look up oxidative stress there. I encourage you to do it. And the summary, the cumulative effect of free radicals and oxidative stress lead to aging and age-related diseases. What are some of the causes of oxidative stress? Look at this chart. Free radicals cause oxidative stress, which cause cellular aging, disease, and even death. Aging, trauma, injury, stress, radiation, drugs, pollution, poor diet. Inflammation, we know inflammation. When you have inflammation, there is some bad things happening in your body. We know oxidative stress is bad. Smoking, alcohol. Here's a great look. If you like to be visual, look at these different things that are absolutely have changed in our world today that cause oxidative stress and terrible free radical damage. Not good. So what combats oxidative stress? Well, antioxidants do. Well, where do we get antioxidants? Do we take them or can we make them? That is the story of nutrigenomics. We can now make them. We are biohacking the aging process. And I love this quote. You had me at cellular anti-aging. I'll tell you what, turning 55 in 3 days. Yes, I want my aging process slowed way down. And here is the old technology versus the new technology of Protandim in this little yellow pill and this synergistic nutrigenomic. You can see right here on the left that one Protandim tablet creates 1 million per second every second of a superoxide dismutate, which is an antioxidant being released into your body to fight and ward off oxidative stress and free radical damage. We're talking 1 tablet, 1 million per second every second is activated in your body for your body to create the power to do it. If you were to take a 25 pounds of blueberries and eat them, that would be the equivalent of 1 antioxidant, and that would rid your body of 1 free radical, not 1 million per second every second. This is very, very, very powerful. Our body doing the work is more powerful than just taking a big handful of blueberries. And let me draw your attention down to the corner of the screen, right down at the bottom here. And you're going to see down here that these 5 ingredients that are in Protandim: ashwagandha, bacopa, green tea, milk thistle, turmeric, and turmeric and milk thistle. I think, did I say them all? I said them so fast. Ashwagandha, bacopa, green tea, milk thistle, turmeric. These 5 ingredients alone, see this here? If you were to take them alone, this is the work they're going to be doing. But if you were to put them together, perfectly synergized as they are formulated to be synergized in perfect measurement, how Dr. McCord knew to wake the body up, it is 18 times more effective than each of them taken individually. And it is guaranteed and promised that it will reduce oxidative stress by 40%. So here it is, biohacking the aging process. This Protandim Nrf2 activator, perfectly measured, 5 ingredients, lowers oxidative stress. We just said that. We have 22 peer-reviewed, meaning not bought for by LifeVantage company, published studies, 7 patents in the US. And this is the only natural supplement proven to extend life. And the National Institute of Aging put out a report. They started this report in 2006. They finished it July 2016. And they concluded that Protandim alone, not anything else that they studied with Protandim after a 10-year study, positively impacts lifespan by 7%. You remember that picture of me and my little grandbabies? I want 7% longer life. I don't know about you. And then we had a study done by Washington State University. Nrf2 may well become the most extraordinary therapeutic, and most extraordinary preventative breakthrough in the history of medicine. When you have a Washington State University 28-page study that pulls this quote, and says the word extraordinary twice, coined with therapeutic and preventative, you know you're onto something big. And then we're continuing to biohack the aging process with what we call Protandim Nrf1. And this is about boosting the powerful mitochondria, which is the powerhouse of the cell. It increases cellular energy, supports cognitive and brain health, and supports healthy blood and cardiovascular. The mitochondria is responsible for many of these mitochondria dysfunction and or the mitochondria in being healthy is responsible for these things: Alzheimer's, Huntington's, chronic fatigue. When you have mitochondria dysfunction, these are the things that can take place. And scientifically, they know that they also affect cerebral palsy, epilepsy, and many others, diabetes, fibromyalgia. These are directly related to damaged mitochondria. Well, guess what? Nrf1 turns and switches back on the mitochondria of the cell, putting the power back in your cell. So here we have Nrf1 and Nrf2 together. What they do is a 1-2 punch against aging. The two of them together are absolutely powerful. And then we have Protandim. Our dogs are aging 7 times faster than we are, and we have now formulated together a product that you can give to dogs that they absolutely love. And you might be hearing dogs kind of hop around in my background because I'm live and my husband came home, and my pets love my husband. And so they're running around the house saying, greeting him as he comes in the door. But I know that this has absolutely changed the life of my 14-year-old Jack Russell, because he had a lot of oxidative stress, he had arthritis, and he is moving better than he has moved since he was 8 years old. So we have our pets whom we love, and we want to see them be well as well. And then we are biohacking the aging process by getting into our intestinal tracts. This ProBio is absolutely one of the best products that you will find on the market in probiotic and prebiotic. Digestion, metabolism, immune system, weight management. 95% of probiotics die and rarely survive stomach acid. But this one has a probiotic, or it has a casing. It's actually encased that it's time released, gets through your stomach into your small and large intestines, delivering 60 to 70% of that probiotic into your intestinal tract where it needs. They say that our intestines are directly connected to our brains, and that it really is important, powerfully important, to have a healthy digestive system. Now, and we have lots more science on that we would love to share with you. Now we are actually we're biohacking the aging system of the process of the skin. We have Nrf2 science for the skin, and this is like Protandim of the skin, and it's great for inflammatory skin conditions. We have a 4-part system, and I'll tell you that I've tried the best of skincare, and this is absolutely one of the finest skincare systems that I've ever used. It's a level 5, and it has nothing in it we don't need or our skin doesn't want, and everything in it that it does. It's an all natural product, great for all skin types, and we have a new hand cream out that is absolutely fantastic that will be quickly available to the public and to our customers as well. Now here we have our popular bundles. These are our most popular lines, that Nrf1, Nrf2, 1-2 punch, along with our ProBio. This is a whole body health, and it is our #1 seller, and the company has put these together for you so that if you got them together, it's free shipping. It's yours. They want you to have it so bad together, to have gut health and cell health, that they put them together. Now say, I want to order this, but this system right here, this True Science, that's going to last you more than 1 month. But say you want to just hop in and say, I want to get it all. I want the outside and the inside taken care of. When you do those two together, you save $20 when you buy this bundle together, and it's free shipping as well. And then ongoing, then you could just get on the activated essentials. So we can't say enough of how vital it is to get you on these. And the company is saying, thank you. We want you healthy. We'll give you free shipping. And then the last one I'll go over is that, second to the last, say hello to the other 90% of your brain. This is Nrf2 activation for the brain, our Axio. It is improved concentration and memory retention, support energy metabolism without the jitters and unwanted crash. I have never crashed off of Axio, and I have 2 to 3 a day. Reduced mental fatigue and brain fog, and it is pure brain food, how this is formulated together. B vitamins, DMAE. I just challenge you, look DMA up. I would say Google that, and you're going to find out how important that is to your brain and to your health. Quercetin and pine bark, no sugar, only 15 calories, sweetened with stevia, and it comes in caffeine or decaf, and our caffeine is very, very low caffeine. And then we have, last but not least, our weight management. I didn't say loss, although you will lose weight if you go on this program. It's weight management. It's a 4-part system. We have a time-released protein shake that is absolutely one of the best tasting that I've ever had, but also fills you up and gives you that healthy protein that you need to stay fuller longer. And of course, I talked about the BioTrack system of our ProBio already, and our cleanse, which is very gentle, very, very gentle. It's a 7-day program that you do once a month on a regular basis. And our fat burn is absolutely the best. Our fat burn has a patented product ingredient, which is Sinitrol and Svetol. It literally targets belly fat. And so if that's something that you're concerned with, is your belly fat, I just can't get rid of it, then you want to focus on this fat burn. I love the fat burn, and it has a healthy metabolism boost in it as well. So this is a $140 system, and you get a free membership to Team Heart Fitness, which is an online support group and a plan for you, as well as a plan that will come from the company when you order this. So I can't say enough about how powerful this is. And look at this, results tell the truth. This, we couldn't possibly put the pictures of our many, many results, but draw your attention to the belly. This is what people are needing help with, is unhealthy gut. That's our ProBio, our probiotic, our cleanse, and our fat burn. Oh, it's the best. Our commitment to you as a company is that our products are all natural, non-GMO, no artificial color sweeteners or flavors, and our products are only as good as the studies they stand on, and that we also offer full training on all of our products and a most amazing customer support staff from the company that I have ever been a part of. You make a phone call, you are going to be well taken care of. That's our commitment to you. And now I'm going to invite our second presenter tonight, Marilyn, and she is the one that introduced me to this, and she is going to share her story with you. The most beautiful woman inside and out on the planet. She is so smart, so intelligent, and absolutely loves people with all her heart, and she loved me enough to bring me into this, and I am loving people the same way and following suit in her love and passion for what this is. So Marilee, take it away.
Oh my goodness, Becki, thank you for that beautiful introduction. Oh my goodness, well, I get so excited every time we see these presentations, and I really realize what we have our hands on, and have certainly seen that. We've been here now for 21 months, and I can tell you that it has been a true gift and a joy. And I'll just back up a little bit so you get to know me a little bit more. I live, there you see, in Anacortes, Washington. So Becki and I live about an hour apart, and it's been really great to work this together. She is a gift to me, let me tell you that. But my husband and I, just kind of how did I end up in this company and in this industry? And my husband and I have been married 26 years, and early on in our marriage, and way before we were married, Sean was a commercial fisherman. We live on an island, and fishing industry has been a really big industry. And and early on, I look back in life and I think, man, we thought we had it figured out. He was working hard and making a great living. And just to give you a visual, if you've ever seen the TV show Deadliest Catch, that's what Sean, my husband, did. And so if you've seen that show, you realize it's high risk, but high pay that comes with it. And it's what he knew. He grew up in that industry. And so our goal was to just work hard, be smart with our money, and, save up and hopefully retire early. That was the plan. And we were disciplined about it. He definitely worked hard. I was doing other things. I was working marketing in a family business and amongst other things. But I got a call one day about 8 years after we were married. Sean was gone an awful lot, but I got a call one day and he'd injured his back. And it was a career-ending injury. Our life changed that moment. And he spent a year and 2 months in physical therapy, barely functioning. And so it was really a cold slap in the face to reality and what can happen when you are doing something that just relies on your physical ability to do it. But at that time, kind of in a panic, we wanted to reinvent ourselves. We knew we needed to, and we knew also that neither one of us wanted to be working for somebody else. So we did what everybody has as the American dream, to own your own business, right? So that's what we did. We started a traditional business and quickly got busy with that and found ourselves drowning, zero time freedom. We had a great business, but we had no life. And a friend of mine had introduced me to this industry and kind of shared the whole story of what residual income could bring, and it made sense. And I entered the industry knowing that I had the ability to build an asset. And so along the way, I've learned a lot. Here's what I've learned. I've learned that I love people. I love the health and wellness space in life. I love the chance to be able to help teams of people create financial freedom. And so everything about that fell into this. And, I found myself in something that I absolutely love. And here we are today, absolutely loving this company. You see why. You see the science behind it. And when I took a look at this, it made sense to me. So let's talk about that. And Becki, if you could help me with that slide, I'm not able to move that forward. Here we go. Perfect. Thank you. So creating an income generating asset, that's what we have our hands on here. And here's how. We certainly can build a network of customers, and we absolutely do that. We love that. But here's the reality of that, is that I can only reach so many people. I only know so many people. And the beauty of what this industry creates is that you can create a network of distributors that duplicate the system of creating a network of customers, and they find distributors. And when you do that in a global business opportunity, which is what this is, and you have your hands on something as unique as that Nrf2 activation, it's so unique, and all those patents, you saw those studies, that's a big deal. And I literally saw that. I saw that ABC Primetime Investigative Report. My friend introduced me to it, and I honestly sat there thinking, I want a piece of that. That was a no-brainer for me. And so we jumped into building this, and I have not looked back. I absolutely love it, but what it does is it gives you an opportunity for a global space. So the next slide will show us what we are sitting on now is very unique. If you go back maybe 5-10 years ago, it was a very different time where you were having to meet with people one-on-one. You could really maybe were confined a bit to your geography. And that's not what we have today. Today, we literally, you can become a social entrepreneur. And you're building a global wellness business from your cell phone when you're doing that here. And it's awesome. You see the different things that people do. I mean, we are all hooked into social media. You probably saw an invite to this on social media. You probably got a messenger in Facebook, or you saw an announcement on Facebook. And honestly, it's just changed how we do things, and it's brilliant. So maybe, you see things like Airbnb, Uber, different ways that people are, working in business and how to make money on the side of what their main thing is. So it's called a gig economy. Well, we've taken this gig, and what we love about this is it comes with patents. Our LifeVantage business comes with patents. And go back one more slide. There we go. The research is done, the marketing, the tools, the infrastructure and training is all done for us. Everything you need to become the master of your own destiny. You own no inventory, guys. I don't drive product around to anybody. We set people up with their product. The company ships it directly to them. It's brilliant. I don't have to have an overhead. I don't need to own assets in that regard, but it drop ships the product, and it just makes it brilliant. So I love that we do this. It's changed the face of how we do business. So let's talk about timing. So the timing, guys, I can tell you when I sat 21 months ago, and my dear friend Tara Wilson introduced me to this by showing me that video, the ABC Primetime Investigative Report. I literally sat there, even though I worked in this industry for 11 years, actually at that time it had been 9 years, but the time frame that I'd been here, I still had never heard of this product. And odds are that you've not heard of this product prior to this. And when I saw that, I'm sitting there thinking, man, I want this product. I know I want my mom and dad on this product, my family and everyone I know and love. And that says opportunity. When your world is not yet introduced it to you, you know that you have your world to introduce it to. That's smart business. So timing, let's talk about that. 99.95% of the US and Canada have never joined, not as a customer, not as a distributor. This company is at the forefront of nutrigenomics. Becki shared what that is. This is activation versus supplementation. It's a brand new conversation in preventative health. And it's amazing the timing that we're sitting on with something that's so cutting edge. But it's backed by federally funded research. That's something that pretty much no company can claim. We can do that. Global business in 9 countries and expanding. That's what we have our hands on. Publicly traded on NASDAQ. And I love that too. I love that it's publicly traded. But if you're not listening by phone and you're seeing this by screen, take your eyes over to the right-hand side. And we'll just draw a line here showing you that back in 1994, if you would have gone to pubmed.gov and typed in Nrf2 studies, you would have seen 1. So look, guys, that's not very long ago. Bring that up to 2016, last year alone, you're looking at almost 1,500 studies on Nrf2, activation. Guys, the timing of what we're sitting on, everyone's taking notice. The medical community is taking notice. Everyone's taking notice on what this can do to change your health. And you've seen that. But right in the center of the screen, you'll see innovation, adoption, life cycle. And when you're looking at a company and you're looking for timing, timing's everything. It is in life, but it definitely is in business. And what we're talking about here, innovators are those very first adopters that are jumping in, and they're kind of getting their feet wet. They're getting an introduction to the product. They're getting the footing, the grounding, and then it's starting to pick up. And right now, guys, we're in that early adopter stage. That's when the timing is the sweetest. If you wait too long, you end up being in that kind of that early majority, late majority, and then laggards. But you guys want to look at the fact that when you can take the timing and run with something right when you've got all of the studies taking place, you have something that's cutting edge, you're biohacking the aging process, timing, timing, timing. That's what we saw here. The gal that introduced this to me has an absolute Midas touch for business. Tara Wilson has created multi-millions in this industry, and she knows when to pick a company. She picked the timing here for a very purpose, the very purpose that we're sitting here today. So I'm sitting here with goosebumps as I talk about it because I know what I'm sitting on. So let's look at the next slide. So how do I get started? If this is for you and you're looking at it and you're entrepreneurial minded like me, like Becki, like Tara, everybody starts with a starter kit. It's $50 with the starter kit here in the US, $44 in Canada. And with that, it's a publicly traded company. So you're going to have information in there with policies and procedures, a start now guide, some basic information on how to get going, all the tools. Literally, it's kind of business in a box. You've got some samples there. But aside from that, we move into actually adding product into that. So this next slide will show you, you qualify to get paid. So everybody starts with the basic starter pack, and you can add product to that. So I'm going to give you a couple examples here. You can add product to that. We're showing here the True Science and the Protandim bundle, which adds some product to that, gets you familiar with it, and it actually puts you in qualification for Smart Start bonuses. And we'll talk about what that Smart Start bonus means in a minute. But that's actually really important. So this example shows you the actual PV that you get for that Smart Start bonus would actually be over 200, and it qualifies you for that 40%. So what happens now, we'll go to that next slide. And here's how I started. Here's how Becki started. So if you ask me, you know, how did you do this, Marilyn, when you saw this? Well, guys, here's what I did, and I want to show you the best value as a package. I didn't just start with a little bit of product, but I saw this as a serious business opportunity, and I wanted to be familiar with the product. I absolutely wanted to know what it tasted like, what it smelled like, what the skincare felt like. I really wanted to have that experience with the products, because I know this, when someone calls me and asks me, you know, about a specific product, I wanted to be able to answer it. I wanted to be able to be familiar with it. So that was kind of a no-brainer. But also the real value in the pack you're showing you there, 30% savings. So that was a big deal. There's also all kinds of extra perks that come in that, so I'll talk about a few. There's 2 event passes that come with that now. That's something I didn't have, neither did Becki when we started. But those event passes are all access. We've got several different global trainings or trainings that happen in our country that we can go to throughout the year. We've got another one coming up in November at Disney World. They pick great locations, so if you want to write off a trip and get down there, do some training, and go play a little bit, you can do that. But I love that they've done that. They've added free shipping to these packages, and they've just done so much. There's lots and lots more. There's platinum package bonuses that go with that, but there's also the gold pack. You'll see there that you have a little less than half of the product that's in that kit, but you've got a 25% savings. And you've got one all-access event packet that's in there, and free shipping on that as well. So again, it's giving you good exposure. So one gives you a little less, one gives you a little more. But I came in with a platinum, and so did Becki. But let's go to that next slide. And you might be asking, so how do I get paid? So we are paid several different ways, and anything from weekly pay to royalty commissions throughout the month. So royalty commissions come once a month off of your overall volume. Smart Start bonuses happen weekly. Launch bonuses happen weekly. Generational match bonuses and elite pools. We do have a video that can show you more information and really break it down for you, but we're just going to touch on a few things. So let's look at the next slide. We'll help explain that a little bit more. So the question is, could you refer and keep 4 customers? We have a Smart Start bonus to qualify you to get paid 40%, and we talked about that. So I want to just show you how doable this is. First of all, I want to remind you, if we didn't talk about it before, when I looked at this, Tara explained to me that there is an 82% customer retention here. Let me say that again. If you're looking at this as a business, there's an 82% customer retention, and it happens to be with this the flagship product that we're talking about, Protandim. So knowing that, I can tell you that when people start this product, they start to feel and see the difference, and they don't want to stop taking the product. I know I am one of those people, absolutely convinced once they started taking it. But if you're that person, you start on the Protandim, that's you, and you introduce this to 4 other customers, you're going to get 40 in personal volume towards that, plus what you purchase yourself will give you over that 200 in overall volume. And it's going to give you a little bit of a paycheck there. So 40% commission would give you $64 in Canadian, or I'm sorry, in US funds, 80 in Canadian. So the next slide will explain a tiny bit more. Smart Start bonus. So how do you get a return on your investment? So this is how I did it. I came in with that platinum pack. Made sure, obviously, I introduced this to enough people, and I literally, we have the tools, and we can tell you how to share this with people. But what I did is, as I was introducing this to people, people find where they fit in. You can introduce all of it, and they might say, you know what, I'm going to start with the product. So they start with the product. And I have tons of customers that started coming on board right out of the gate. So I definitely qualified for those commissions immediately. Actually did that within the first day. And then the platinum pack is what I came in with. So I'll show you. So I came in with the platinum pack, and I introduced this to enough people right out of the gate that also did what I did. This is a system of duplication. And so they came in like I did, and I literally made 400 cash bonus on that Smart Start bonus on each person that came in with the platinum. So you'll see the $400 example on each of those. I had a $1,200 return cash bonus on Smart Start bonuses right away. So for myself, I made that up quickly, right out of the gate. I know Becki did the same. If you come in with a gold pack, I'll show you how that looks. So you come in with a gold pack, $600 investment, you're gonna get a $200 cash bonus, and that's paid out that week, guys. So if that's when we talk about those weeklies, it comes back to you. So your return on your investment can come back right away. So we help you launch strong so that we can make sure that that happens. And then we duplicate the process. So you might be asking, can I do this? And I want to tell you, part of the gift, and it's a huge part of the gift that we have here, Team Heart is actually just the most amazing culture that is developed. And Tara Wilson, my sponsor and enroller, literally has helped to create Team Heart with some other key leaders. In that, you've got websites and tons of support, and support is just the name of the game here. And what we've got in there is we've got a simple paint by numbers system. There's no guesswork for you. So can you do this? Absolutely. We help you launch, we help you learn, and we teach you how to lead. And we duplicate it over and over again. Remember back at that beginning slide with customers and distributors, we duplicate that in a global organization. So Team Heart training includes skill set, mindset, leadership training, and it's all done in a private support community. And I'll tell you, every person that's a part of Team Heart will tell you it's a tremendous gift. That part is free. That's becoming partnered with us in Team Heart, and it's truly a gift. So you're one of 3 people at this stage of it, and we're really going to wrap it up here. So it's just a time to kind of make a decision. So maybe you're a person that's watched this, you were invited, and I want to thank you for being here. But maybe you're a person that just needs a little bit more information. We have tons of information that we can give you. Encourage you to get back to the person that invited you to this and let them know what you need more information on, and we'll help you with that. Maybe you're that person that listened to Becki describing some of the products, the breakthroughs, the science, and all of that, and you are that person like I was. I couldn't get the product fast enough after I'd seen some of the information. Maybe that's you too. You saw something that resonates. Get back to the person that invited you, and you literally let them know what you're looking at for product, and they'll help get you set up. But if you're that person that's like me and that's like Becki, and you literally had the chance to look at this and say, you know what, I get it. I get the timing. I want to build residual income. I don't want to work forever. You know, my husband and I are here, and we're building a retirement now. This is an asset for us. And it's giving us the opportunity to literally start walking away from the traditional business that we have built, so that this can become something that you know, we are able to build globally. And we are seeing the effects of that. We've been able to enjoy 4 all paid for trips from the company. That's kind of the icing on the cake for building this. But that's come along just as a bonus to everything else that we've built. And I can tell you, it's literally changing our lives financially. And I could not be happier. But I love this saying, sometimes it's the smallest decisions that can change your life forever. And what seemed to be kind of an insignificant decision at the very beginning for me is now becoming extremely significant, and I couldn't be happier. So with that, guys, I want to thank you for your time. We value that very much. Please get back to the person that invited you here tonight. And if you've got any questions, please let us know. Have a great night. God bless, guys.